Hi guys, so this week I wanted to do something probably a little bit more closer to home. I live in a small town called Hitchin. I currently live in a flat and I have no home charging. So how do I charge? How do I get by with no home charging and an EV car? Oh my God, how could that possibly work? So I wanted to take you round the main places I charge around Hitchin, and obviously if this helps for people if they want to visit Hitchin, it's a really nice little town, or if you're travelling through and you want to do some shopping and you want to charge while you're here, gives you an indication of there, or for indeed any local people out there from Hitchin that are thinking about getting an EV car. First of all, thanks for finding this video. Please like, please share, please subscribe. But also it tells you about where they are, what kind of prices they are, how to use them, that sort of stuff. So I'm just going to have a walk through the various places I do. So the points that I generally use are where I am at the moment, Mercure Hall in Letchworth. That's a fast 50 kilowatt charger. We've also got 4 points that are Polar, which are 7 kilowatts at Waitrose in Hitchin. Parking restrictions unfortunately around that, as well as a mean manager that turns things off at night and damages the units. Well done. There's also I think 2 Genie Point 7 kilowatts in the multi-storey car park next to Waitrose, so they're located on the ground floor. No parking fees, but a 3-hour limit, and charging is charged at 30p a kilowatt, so it's a tad more expensive than Polar. Polar is generally 9p a kilowatt as long as you're a subscriber to the Polar network. And lastly, 2 more Genie points at the open Queen Mother Theatre car park. So they're all the ones that I've got available. So in total, generally there was 8 or 9 points that I can use of varying speeds. But it gives me, I suppose, the comfort that should I need to, I just park it in somewhere for 2 or 3 hours, charge my car up. I do have the added benefit of when I do go into the office, which is not very much now, to have some 7 kilowatt charge points there. So if I'm going to the office, or if I'm going to another part of our office which has 22 kilowatt pod points, then I can use those. So I'm quite lucky in that respect. But I do a lot of travelling around the country, so I tend to use a lot of things like Polar Network, especially Instavolt and Genie Point. I tend to use those as my go-to if I'm going somewhere or I'm going on a longer journey, like for work. Then generally I'll have a plan, or at least a one stop. If I'm going, say, 100 miles, I'll try and figure a way which is 70 miles, 80 miles. Stop there, charge, have a coffee, charge up, and maybe do the same back, depending on where I'm going. So I'm going to walk around these various sites, just give you an indication of where they are, what they're doing, and how much they are. This is the first. This is a Polar Ultra Charger, and it has CCS, CHAdeMO, and Type 2. So Type 2 being AC, CHAdeMO, and CCS. CCS DC runs at 50 kilowatts. So this one is the Mercury Hall in Letchworth, and that's my go-to fast charger in sort of near Hitchin. It's about 2 miles away from Hitchin. This one is the Woodside one, so source east, although it's basically a Genie Point to use. Got 2 Type 2 sockets, one under there, you scan your card and away you go. Lafarge car park, so for AC Polar run, it says Charge Master, but it's actually Polar points. Another 2 ACs and 4 parking bays. So really well thought out, but unfortunately the manager keeps turning these off at night, which doesn't do them any good. So there you go. It's just a bit of a whistle stop tour of my local charging location of Hitchin and surrounding areas. This from a year ago when I bought my car to now, so 20 2018, February, March 2018 to now April 2019. It's gone from no fast charger and points within one of the locations to multiple points and a fast charger. So that in itself shows that as long as the council get behind these sort of incentives around EVs, that you can put things in, and a lot of the time the companies like Polar and people like that will put a lot of these things in for free and make the money in other ways. So if you're coming to Hitchin, or coming through this way, then there's places to charge. Most unfortunately are 7 kilowatts and slow ones, but if you're going to spend a few hours here, then there's plenty of places to charge. There's a Letchworth one, and there's some close by, I would say within sort of 3 to 5 miles fast chargers. So hope you enjoyed this video. Just a little tour. Please like, please subscribe. Please check out my Patreon page for just a £1, $1 subscription. And until next time, thanks very much.